when it comes to the history of the Kardashians, a lot of people aren't familiar with how Kim Kardashian came onto the scene. And this is all allegedly what I'm saying, but um, she came on the scene basically uh, being friends with a lot of rich girls who she was around, as far as uh, Paris Hilton, Nicole Richie. Back then, she used to be around Brandy a lot. No, she used to mess with Ray J. She used to be around the scene and different areas. Like Nick Cannon used to be around her a lot of times back in the day. So she was a lot of times around the scene with different people, young people, especially in the '90s, 2000s area. A lot of people who's in Hollywood and young stars and child stars and different things like that. But she really got her start from being around Brandy. A lot of people don't know, but she was an assistant for Brandy for many years, and she used to do a lot of different things with her. Used to work out of her closet and just do a lot of assistant things for her, whether it was wardrobe or um, just day to day activities, going out to award shows with her and different things. This is when Brandy was at her peak, when she was doing a lot of big things. So Kim Kardashian, she kind of used that opportunity to kind of know different guys in the industry. Uh, she got the chance to know different people that she didn't already know. As people already know, her dad was a lawyer for O.J. Simpson, which he worked with also Johnny Cochran. So, and her dad was famous for that. So a lot of people don't know that about her, but she's been around. She's been around for a while now. So she used that opportunity kind of to find out different things in the industry as far as how it works. She wasn't going to use that opportunity to kind of find herself a husband or a situation like that. She was in a position where, because a lot of girls, well, I wouldn't say a lot of girls, but, well, in Hollywood, a lot of girls do try to find a rich guy, you know what I'm saying, or a billionaire or different people like that. As y'all seen before, that one guy who used to own the Clippers, Donald Sterling, he had some girl with him that was young. So a lot of those guys, they trying to get girls like that. But in that situation, Kim Kardashian, she was kind of messing with guys like Nick Cannon and Ray J and probably many other people that we don't know about. But and this is way before she was as famous as she is now. So in this situation though, she was just climbing up as far as knowing how things operate, the industry, getting familiar with different things, the entertainment business. Like, we don't know who she was rubbing shoulders with over the years before she even had an opportunity, because a lot of times, from what I've seen and what I've known, the whole situation about her being famous and the paparazzi and everything, I don't think that would take her much time to get famous if she was already rubbing shoulders with a lot of people when she was doing work with Brandy. A lot of those people that she probably interviews with and um, she's around and she does business with, she's probably already known about those people for years, whether it's through her father or through Brandy or any situation like that. And I don't know many people who's actually, I don't know too many people that actually got an opportunity through Brandy. So I don't know if she was doing that because at the time maybe Ray J gave her a cosign, or maybe they was friends. I don't really know those situations. I just know that her and Ray J was basically dating and everything, and she was around the family, so obviously she was probably just cool with them. And the details about that, I'm not really familiar with. I just know that her and Ray J's been together for a long time, and I know around the time they had the tape out, the sex tape, I knew of her, but I didn't know about her like that. You know what I'm saying? Because she wasn't really in the public like that. She wasn't famous like that. To be honest with you, when I first heard about the situation, it was when Ray J put a CD out. It's impossible to find a CD right now. I was listening to it for years, but he had a CD where he had a girl on the front, and you know what I'm saying, it was just a girl and him and a girl with no shirt on. And I didn't know who the girl was at the time, so I'm like, what is this about? And the girl's leaving voicemails and things like that. And from over the years, I felt like, okay, maybe these calls are fake. And I was thinking in my mind at the time, like they could be real, but I don't think he'll be able to do it. Real tapes that, if someone already knew about those, you know what I'm saying, they wouldn't let him just use it. They'll probably just take them down. But this is like early in the internet days where people weren't really getting stuff taken down like that. So it would be kind of difficult for somebody to try to get something taken down. Wasn't really a lot of people getting stuff taken down back then. So in that situation, you kind of just worry about your own kind of situation. You can't really worry about if it gets taken down or doesn't. So they was in a situation where they wanted to get it taken down, and she wasn't really liking what was going on from what I'm hearing. But in other situations, Ray J said that a couple of years ago that they all planned it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to actually figure out what was real and what's not, because they planned it at first, but then they don't plan it. So she's like, no, we didn't plan it. This is actually how it went. So Ray J said that he feels like it was all a plan, like that her mom was in on it and a whole bunch of other things. But from what I've heard and seen, I don't know, I feel like they all known about it. You know what I'm saying? They all benefited from it. They're way richer now than they were before. So, but at the time of everything, it's kind of like when it was happening and everything about it, they were speaking on it and letting people kind of just get entertainment from it and make money off of it and stories from it, and it was just different things coming from it. Do I think her and like Ray J said, they were kind of put up to it? And I felt like that kind of, because in this situation, it's like all of them are kind of put in that situation where it's kind of like the mom is pushing them to be the entertainment, you know what I'm saying? Instead of creating the content, they're actually like being the entertainment now, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of the situation they're in. So everything's got to be drama around them. It can't be just like a basic happy-go-lucky situation. That's what the situation they're stuck in now. People don't want to hear regular stories from them. They kind of want to hear the big deals, and I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's a lot of things. They work with a lot of people in Hollywood, so it's not like they mistakenly just got famous. And no, they did a lot of work to get to where they at, especially with them. They went viral before it probably was the first thing to go viral, was probably Kim Kardashian and Ray J at the level it's at. Because back then, I don't know anyone from back then that's made money like them just off the internet, from having content flowing around on the internet. I can't name someone who has done that. You know what I'm saying? But from sitting back just thinking about it, it seems like Brandy is in a situation where she's kind of I don't know, she's kind of gave Kim Kardashian a lot more of opportunity than people realize, you know what I'm saying? And this is Brandy, you know what I'm saying? Brandy's huge. Moesha Brandy, you know what I'm saying? Like, with all the songs she's put out and shows and just movies over the years, you know what I'm saying? Brandy's huge in the community. So as far as her entertainment and everything she does, yeah, she's huge. She's one of the top ones. As far as she's one of the only ones I know to have movies a top movie, TV show, and a CD. So she's not easy to actually kind of match and deal with. But for her to be dealing with Kim Kardashian, I don't know. I mean, you can kind of look at it as an opportunity, as far as her saying, "Oh, I trust her enough to be around me." But at the same time, it's like that's who mostly responsible for her being around like she is. I don't think she would have had the same opportunity if it wasn't for Ray J and Brandy. Like, who else would have gave her that opportunity that has the same kind of name as Brandy and Ray J? Because Brandy and Ray J has been around for over 20 years. They're not some small fries. They've been around for a long time and done everything they could. Movies, music, everything entertainment. Ray J and Brandy has done already. But from what I seen, a lot of people that was around them and Ray J, they didn't have the opportunity that she had. She had a way bigger opportunity than them because she got to be around certain people that she was already around. But now she got to be around them as far as entertainment. So when she goes back to the neighborhood or where she was staying at or where she was from, she was still able to kind of be in close proximity to those people. And as you can see now, a lot of deals that she has and she's put together over the years, and she's worked with Ryan Seacrest with his company that's helped push her and her family forward. It's kind of I don't know, it's kind of surreal almost, because you go from one situation to where they're just kind of this thing to where Ray J has a situation with her and the tape, and then now it's like they got the family life on there. We're trying to figure out what they are. So all of it came fast because a lot of stuff that was going on with Ray J and Kim Kardashian, and when she brought the family along, it didn't have nothing to really do with them, but for some reason people kind of attached whatever they wanted to it, and that kind of threw me for a loop. I've always been confused about that. I never really realized why people would attach themselves to her if the family wasn't really known for anything before her situation happened. Like, we still don't really know about the situation with her and Ray J, so it's kind of like, why are we trying to figure out stuff she's doing now when we don't even know the reason in the first place that we actually even deal with her or put her on the news? Well, I do know why, but most people don't know why. You know what I'm saying? We would want to know the origin of the story. Like, okay, what happened between her and Ray J? Well, why Ray J feel like this? Even when Ray J said what he said a couple of years ago about him, everything being put together, it's like the media didn't even take it serious. It's like everything else he put out, and he says y'all take it serious, but in this situation, it's like, nah, he ain't really serious. Like, okay. So I'm confused on all that. I just want to know who are the people that they put in position to actually get famous. And some people would probably say, no, they didn't probably mean to get famous like that. It just happened on accident. I'm just talking about as far as them, her working with Brandy, as far as rubbing shoulders with some of these famous people that she deals with now. Her working with Brandy benefited Kim Kardashian more than it benefited anybody. Because at this point right now, Kim Kardashian's sisters, they have more money than Brandy and Ray J put together. So it's not really a situation to where someone would want to give out an opportunity like that, and you're not really handing out those opportunities as frequent as people might want them to. And people might say she got lucky, Kim Kardashian, she just got famous and things like that, but at the end of the day, like, she hasn't put on any kind of shows like how Brandy was back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, Brandy was just a totally different thing. She was the it girl. So for her to kind of replace Brandy as the it girl, it's kind of, and people will think like, oh, that didn't happen. It definitely happened. It definitely happened. Brandy got replaced by her own employee. The person she hired, her assistant. Her assistant is now bigger than her. People don't even realize that, like, her assistant is more famous than her. This is not something that's like easy to talk about, or it just happens normally. This doesn't happen. You don't have an assistant who goes on to make millions and billions of dollars, and you're sitting back kind of like in the background remembering the old days, and you got a person around your same age that's kind of moved on, not really waiting on what you got going on, and has made other people more famous than her. I don't know if I had to really guess right now. Kim Kardashian's sisters might be more famous than Brandy, what Brandy is. Just speaking honestly. These days, a lot of girls don't know who Brandy is. Most girls' daughters walking around don't know who Brandy are. Unless they just watch their mom watch reruns of Moesha or something like that. But most girls don't know who Brandy is these days. So it's like she hired her replacement. And for you to hire your replacement, that's kind of a big deal. Especially when you know that that person is not going to be trying to give back that opportunity later on. Well, you don't know that at first. Maybe she was just trying to be nice to help Kim Kardashian out, and didn't think that it'll be a while before she get a return on the investment or something like that. But a lot of times you just give. I know it's a harsh way to look at it, but that's just the way that everything went. Because now, a lot of things that's going on with them really is entertainment. I know last time I heard Ray J was selling bikes or something like that. It's not really the same kind of business that Kim Kardashian and them have. They have $1 billion business. And for Ray J and them to let her kind of get a job with them to start off and get this big, and to kind of know the game plan and everything, and kind of get left behind, I don't know, it's kind of crazy. And then they had 2 opportunities with her. First, Brandy was working with her as an assistant, and then it was a relationship with Ray J. Then they made a tape and made money off of it, or got more famous off of it. So they had like 3 opportunities where they got famous more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? None of it hurt them. So even like with the whole situation with Kanye and all that, it's kind of like every time she get around somebody, she's getting an opportunity. I'm talking about opportunities that other people don't get. She getting opportunities that nobody else is getting from a lot of people. I don't know what it is about her, man. Maybe people, she's more popular than what we think she is. Because she's never had to fight for her popularity. It's like everybody's kind of made that happen for her. She hasn't really had to go back and forth and say, oh, I'm like this, and this is how I did things when I came in. People don't really question anything that she's done. If anything, they give her full credit. They give her more credit than they give most people. But it's kind of like, well, when you look at what Ray J and Brandy did, it's kind of more help from them than I would say her mom. Because people try to make it seem like, well, her mom was the one reason. Well, nah, not really. You know what I'm saying? Her dad was working with Johnny Cocker and them, working for OJ, so it wasn't like she just jumped on the scene and everybody found out who she was, and now they kind of give her an opportunity or a chance to be something. Nah, that's not the situation. She's already been kind of out there in the entertainment game. It's just now that they're starting to realize that she knows how to put herself in certain positions. She knew that leaving that NBA guy was going to be a huge deal. But she also knew, like, okay, with Kanye, I could be this and this. That'll be a good situation for this and this. Even if she was in love, she still knew that at the end of the day. Like, she thinks business at the end of the day, man. Like, and people might say, well, her mom, man, if you 40-something, your mom's still telling you basically to get with Kanye and all that, and you got all these other opportunities with guys, nah, that shouldn't be it. Especially with all the money and pool she had. She was already around Ray J them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like this was her first opportunity at a guy. She had already known. So it's like her at that age, 40-something, and her mom telling her that. Nah, I don't really see why that's even possible at happening. Because she's done so much already. So it's kind of like, why would you put yourself in that position? But a lot of people do. That's how it turns out sometimes. But she definitely benefited from the situation a lot more than Ray J them did. I feel like a lot of times when you have people like her that come into certain things, I don't know, man. You kind of gotta sign the talent some kind of way. A lot of times, and I feel like that was Ray J he kind of let that get away from him a little bit. I know he kind of feels like that situation, but as far as running a business and doing certain things, that's kind of what he needed as far as staying in the limelight or even getting that kind of money. Because from what I've seen, she's putting herself in a position now where she's getting that kind of money on a regular. Then she's getting her sisters to do it. And who knows else now. She's showing everyone else how to get it, but for some reason, now she has sisters and everybody that's more famous than what Ray J and them all was. So it's kind of rough, but it is what it is. But that's all I got though. Like and subscribe.